Iceland, a land of fire and ice where glaciers meet volcanoes, and the skies come alive with northern lights. If you're planning your dream trip, or just love stunning destinations, today we're diving into the top 10 things you must see and do in Iceland. From geothermal springs and thunderous falls to black sand beaches and whale watching, stay with me. There is a place poised on the edge of the world where the very earth seems to breathe. Imagine standing beneath a sky ablaze with ethereal light. Picture black sands, basalt columns like ancient sentinels, mighty glaciers carving the land over millennia. This journey is a love letter to that island. Think of me as your guide. We'll wander through 10 unforgettable experiences you simply cannot miss. We'll dip our toes in milky blue waters, stand in thunderous mist, pack your warmest jumper and your sense of wonder. Let the Icelandic saga begin. Welcome. Let's begin. Our first stop is a place that feels as if it has been plucked from a fairy tale. The Blue Lagoon is not just a spa, it is an experience, a surreal vision of milky blue water steaming amid stark black lava. The water is rich in silica and minerals, a balm for the skin. Imagine floating in its warm embrace. Your ticket often includes the silica mud bar. Try a mask. Float to the in-water bar for a smoothie or a glass of bubbly. There's even a sauna carved into lava rock. Tip: book well in advance during summer. Visit early morning or at twilight for the most magical atmosphere. Apply conditioner to your hair beforehand. Silica can stiffen strands. Allow at least 3 to 4 hours to soak it all in. For extra indulgence, upgrade for a fluffy robe. Wander the pathways through the lava field after your soak. See vibrant blue water snaking through black rock. The Blue Lagoon, a gentle introduction to Iceland's geothermal wonders. A moment of pure calm in a land of dramatic forces. If you have only a short time in Iceland, the Golden Circle is the quintessential journey. A perfect loop, all within a day's drive of Reykjavik. First thing Vellir, a place of immense historical and geological significance. Walk between the North American and Eurasian plates, a visible rift. This is where the world's first parliament, the Alþingi, gathered in 930 AD. Next, the explosive energy of the Geysir area. Strokor reliably erupts every 5 to 10 minutes, shooting scalding water high into the air. Anticipation builds, gasps and cheers all around. Finally, Gullfoss, the Golden Falls, plunging in 2 mighty stages into a rugged canyon. Feel the thunderous spray and awe at the volume. Multiple viewpoints give you different, humbling perspectives. If you drive, add Carrad Crater, a startling blue volcanic lake. Or seek the secret lagoon for a rustic alternative to the Blue Lagoon. The Golden Circle can be done by guided tour or self-drive. Both are wonderful. It tells Iceland's geological story and captures its untamable spirit. Reykjavik may be small, but it punches well above its weight in character and charm. Colorful houses cluster against the sea and mountains. Your gaze will be drawn to Hallgrímskirkja, inspired by basalt columns. Take the lift up for panoramic city views. Harpa's glass facade shimmers like a jewel on the waterfront. Wander Laugavegur and Skólavörðustígur for shops, design, and bookshops. Street art turns side streets into a treasure hunt. Reykjavik's cafes are the city's living rooms, warm and inviting. When evening falls, cafes turn into lively bars and clubs. Meet locals and feel the fun-loving Icelandic spirit. Stroll the old harbor for salty air and seafood stalls. Pop inside Harpa even without a ticket. Its interior is a marvel. Galleries and local makers show Reykjavik's creative heartbeat. It's the perfect base for adventures. Warm, creative, and Nordic cool. There is no earthly spectacle quite like the Northern Lights. To see green, pink, and purple curtains sweep across the sky is to witness pure magic. It is a celestial ballet that can move you to tears. Chasing the aurora is a pilgrimage for many travelers to Iceland. You need 3 things: darkness, clear skies, and strong solar activity. Head away from light pollution. Your chances rise dramatically. Join a guided tour where experts use forecasts, or hunt them yourself with patience. Dress in warm layers and bring hot drinks. Waiting can be chilly. They may start faint, then suddenly explode into dancing ribbons of color. Remember to put your camera down for a while and just watch. No photograph can fully capture it. Chasing the aurora is a hopeful quest, and a memory you'll carry forever. The South Coast is a journey through dramatic, diverse beauty. A road trip along the Ring Road here is an absolute must. First, Seljalandsfoss. Walk behind the curtain of water. Feel the spray and see the world through shimmering water. Truly exhilarating. A little further, Skogafoss, 60 meters of thunderous cascade. Walk to its base and feel the ground tremble, or climb the staircase for dizzying views. At Reynisfjara, black sand meets crashing Atlantic waves. Basalt hexagons tower like carved stone. Sea stacks rise from the surf. Beware sneaker waves, never turn your back on the sea. The grand finale. Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, where ancient icebergs float serenely. Take a boat tour to get up close to these ice giants. On Diamond Beach, ice washes ashore and glitters like gemstones. Colors of white, deep blue, and volcanic ash. Astonishing. The South Coast will fill your soul with wonder at every turn. There is something humbling about seeing a whale in its natural habitat. A puff of spray, the first sign, gets hearts racing. Húsavík in the north is the whale-watching capital of Iceland. Visit the Whale Museum to learn before you go. Board a traditional boat and feel the anticipation build. Common, the playful minke whale, the acrobatic humpback famed for powerful breaches, and sometimes orcas and other large cetaceans appear. Dress warmly. Tours provide warm overalls, but layers underneath matter. Guides are passionate and knowledgeable, pointing out species and behavior. Often you'll see puffins and seabirds on nearby cliffs as well. Seeing a humpback raise its tail before a deep dive is unforgettable. It's thrilling and deeply moving, a highlight of any visit. Return to shore with the sea still singing in your ears. To understand Iceland, you must understand its history and its horses. The Icelandic horse, hardy, friendly, and a living link to the Norse settlers. Walk, trot, canter, the tolt, an incredibly smooth four-beat gait, and the flying pace, dramatic and fast. Riding tours are available for all levels, a beautiful way to see the landscape. Guided rides cater to beginners and experts alike. You connect to the land at a slower, more intimate pace. Icelandic sagas preserve the stories of the first settlers. Visit saga sites like Thingvellir. Reading a saga before you go brings the landscape to life. Mountains, horses, and stories weave together into the fabric of Icelandic identity. Mount an Icelandic horse and feel the echoes of history beneath you. It's a living piece of heritage you won't forget. For the adventurous, the highlands beckon. Raw, remote, elemental. Accessible only in summer, they feel otherworldly. Landmannalaugar, mountains painted in impossible shades of rhyolite. Yellow, pink, red, green, blue. A hiker's paradise. Reaching the highlands requires a 4x4 and careful preparation. Bring maps, a GPS, and emergency supplies. Travel with a guide for safety in unforgiving terrain. Iceland sits on dozens of active volcanic systems. The ground is alive. Events like Eyjafjallajökull remind us of that power. When accessible and safe, guided tours to flows are a once-in-a-lifetime sight. The reward for effort is solitude and vistas that feel utterly alien. Soak in wild springs, the rustic counterpart to the Blue Lagoon. Feels small before nature's grandeur and profoundly alive. For thrill seekers, Iceland offers glacier hikes, ice caves, and snowmobiling. Ice caves glow electric blue, go with experienced guides. Snowmobiling gives speed and vast white horizons. Proper kit and instruction are essential. Always travel under guide supervision on glaciers, kayaking among icebergs, mountain biking on volcanic tracks, or canyoning and rafting for wet, wild fun. Respect guides, heed safety briefings, and check seasonal access. Proper footwear, helmets, and layers are non-negotiable. The payoff is pure: adrenaline, vistas, and stories to tell. For the adventurous, Iceland offers unforgettable, heart-pounding experiences. Balance thrills with moments of quiet awe. No journey is complete without tasting local flavors. Icelandic cuisine draws on the sea, the highlands, and long traditions. Try Icelandic lamb, delicate and flavorful. Warm up with kjötsúpa, a hearty lamb soup. Skyr, thick, creamy, and a national treasure. Fresh fish like cod and Arctic char are superb. For the daring, hakarl, fermented shark, is a rite of passage. It's pungent, but trying it is part of the experience. often with a shot of Brennivin. Don't miss a classic hot dog from Beijarins, Beztu Pilsur, beloved by locals. Icelandic food connects you to local producers and the environment. Try rugbrod, traditionally baked using geothermal heat. From casual stalls to world-class tasting menus, there's something for every palate. Be brave, be curious. The food is part of Iceland's soulful welcome, a warm, comforting counterpoint to wild landscapes. Bon appétit. From the milky blue lagoons to the thundering falls, what a journey. We chased lights, rode horses, hiked volcanoes, and tasted the north. Iceland is more than a destination. It's a feeling that gets under your skin. The new story you will write with your own footsteps awaits. What are you most excited to see? The northern lights? The thundering waterfalls? The charm of Icelandic horses? Whatever it is, Iceland will welcome and surprise you. Which of these would you love to experience first? Let us know in the comments, like and subscribe, and join us as we explore more incredible places.